don't hate you and I don't think about this, but like, thank you for all the effort.
Picture this: a glittering arena packed to the rafters, lights swirling like stars, the roar of tens of thousands of fans echoing through the night. But behind that dazzling showmanship, something far less harmonious was brewing. Enter two pop powerhouses, Taylor Swift and Charli XCX. On the surface, there were smiles, shared stages, and professional praise. But behind the glamour, whispers, subtle jabs in interviews, cryptic lyrics that fans couldn't stop decoding. From tour mates to supposed rivals, from friendship to speculation, this is the story that nobody expected, yet everyone watched unfold in real time. Let's trace the timeline, decode the lyrics, and uncover whether this feud is real, or just pop culture's latest illusion. Beginnings. From ally to opening act. The story begins innocently enough. Charli XCX had been rising fast in the pop world, making waves with her edgy, genre-bending sound. By 2015, she was invited to appear on Taylor Swift's 1989 World Tour as a guest performer. Then in 2018, Taylor brought Charli on board again. This time as an opening act on the Reputation Stadium Tour, one of the biggest tours in history. At first, it looked like a perfect partnership. Two strong female artists sharing the stage, celebrating their craft. But even here, cracks quietly began to appear. In an interview later, Charli admitted that while she was grateful for the opportunity, the experience felt strange. She said it sometimes felt like she was getting up on stage and waving to 5-year-olds, referring to the younger demographic of Taylor's audience. She quickly clarified that it was no shade, and that she respected Taylor deeply. But fans were already dissecting the comment. Some saw it as harmless honesty, others as subtle criticism. That moment, however small, planted the first seeds of tension in what seemed like a glowing professional relationship. The turning point: lyrics, insecurities, and rumors. Fast forward to 2024. Charli XCX released her highly acclaimed album Brat. One song in particular, Sympathy is a Knife, caught the internet's attention. The lyrics spoke about another artist who taps my insecurities, and one verse mentioned, "Don't want to see her backstage at my boyfriend's show, fingers crossed behind my back, I hope they break up quick." It didn't take long for fans to draw connections. Charli is engaged to George Daniel, the drummer of the 1975. Meanwhile, Taylor had been briefly linked to Matty Healy, the band's frontman. The parallels were too strong for fans to ignore. And suddenly, speculation exploded. Was Charli throwing shade at Taylor? Charli denied that the song was a diss track, explaining that it was more about the pressures of being a woman in the music industry. She said it reflected how female artists are constantly compared, forced into fake friendships, and judged if they aren't seen supporting every peer. Still, the damage was done. Fans had found their target, and the Taylor versus Charli narrative began taking shape across social media. Whether intentional or not, Sympathy is a Knife became the unofficial spark of one of pop's most unexpected feuds. Taylor's alleged response, the subtle retaliation. Then came 2025, and Taylor Swift's new album, The Life of a Showgirl. One track, Actually Romantic, immediately became a topic of discussion. Its lyrics contained sharp, specific lines. "Wrote me a song saying it makes you sick to see my face. I heard you call me boring Barbie when the Cokes got you brave, high-fived my ex and said you're glad he ghosted me." Fans went wild. The references seemed too pointed to ignore. Song, ex, backstage, boyfriend's show. Many believed Taylor was firing back at Charli with her own lyrical precision. Taylor herself never confirmed it. In public interviews, she's continued to praise Charli's artistry and work ethic. But the song's tone was unmistakably defensive and personal. It painted a picture of betrayal, gossip, and competition. Everything fans suspected had been brewing since 2018. With this track, the feud narrative exploded into full-blown pop drama. Two artists known for clever confessional songwriting had turned their emotions into musical weapons, and the world couldn't look away. Fan culture, charts, and online chaos. As with most celebrity conflicts, what truly fueled this fire wasn't just the artists, it was their fans. The Swifties and the Angels, Charli's fan base, began dissecting every lyric, every post, every chart move. In mid-2024, Charli's Brat album debuted strong, even challenging Taylor's releases in some territories. But not long after, Taylor reissued the Tortured Poets Department in the UK, an act that many fans saw as a calculated move to reclaim the #1 spot. The timing added fuel to the Feud narrative, and social media erupted in debate. Things took a darker turn when, during a Charli concert in Brazil, some audience members started chanting, "Taylor is dead." Charli immediately condemned the chant, posting online that she would not tolerate such behavior and asking her fans to stop. That moment reminded everyone that while the rivalry might make for entertaining headlines, the human consequences were very real. The lines between admiration, fandom, and hostility had blurred. And at the center of it all were two artists who had never publicly insulted each other, but whose music had become a mirror for everything fans wanted to see: the meaning and the future. So where does that leave Taylor Swift and Charli XCX today? Officially, there's no open hostility. Both continue to thrive artistically. Taylor's still a global juggernaut, and Charli's Brat era has solidified her as one of the most creative, influential voices in modern pop. But fans remain divided. Some believe a collaboration is still possible, a public truce, maybe even a joint performance. Others think the tension runs too deep, that the wounds left by those lyrical jabs won't heal easily. The truth might lie somewhere in between. Maybe this feud isn't about hate or betrayal, but about evolution. Two artists expressing their experiences, unintentionally colliding through their art.